prior warning, I have got hiccups, so I was hoping they'd go, but...
Okay, so who's going first?
Right.
Well, Kristian, Doctor Who, me, Doctor Who, Alex, Doctor Who. Right.
Yeah, I mean...
Everything sorted. That was TV of the year 2005.
Yeah.
See you next time for 2000. Yeah.
Yeah. Choose your winner wisely, is what I'd say. Okay. Would anyone like to go first? Or we'll just do it in the other order. The usual order, sorry. Don't know what I said other.
I've got the normal scroll, so leave me till last.
Right. Well, I'll go first for change, because
Okay.
I feel like it might work better for some of the jokes. So, the Honourables, Deal or No Deal.
Oh yeah.
Which I used to watch at uni, just back the TV on Deal or No Deal. It'd be Countdown, then Deal or No Deal, then Pointless.
I never liked Deal or No Deal. I just found it boring.
Yeah, I never really got it. I never understood it.
I just found it boring.
I still didn't get it to this day.
I liked the lukewarm banter.
I never watched it.
Peter Serafinovich did a really good piss take of it called Dead or Undead.
Oh, okay.
The Apprentice, which was one of those ones where, kind of like Big Brother almost, where it was new and exciting when it first came out, and then as it went on a bit, everyone who appeared in it just became parodies of what they were meant to be, sort of thing. The straw breaker for me was when the Junior Apprentice came on, and I watched one episode of that, and they were all like trying to be the dickheads from the Senior Apprentice. And I was like, that's it. this is over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, nah.
Again, another show I just liked.
American Dad! Exclamation mark.
Yep.
Oh,
Way better than Family Guy, fight me.
No, I'll agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Family Guy was good to a point, but
after a certain point,
actually felt like they'd thought some stuff out about the show, and not just like, here's a joke, here's a joke, here's a joke, here's a joke.
Yeah.
Do anyone remember Titty Bang Bang?
What?
It sounds familiar.
It was a sketch show on BBC Three. It wasn't a sex thing.
I haven't. No.
There's one sketch I always remember, which was like there was this cleaner or something who'd always be like, oh, don't look at me, I'm shy. But she'd be like really flirting with everyone, but telling them not to look at her.
That does sound familiar.
I've always remembered that one line. I don't remember anything else about it. Charlie and Lola off of Kids TV.
Oh, bit after my
Oh, no, yeah, I heard of it, never watched it.
Yeah.
That was a good one because it portrayed a healthy relationship between siblings. Not like Game of Thrones. The green...
Kristian know a very lot about.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
The one person who doesn't have siblings.
I can honestly say I've never been mean to my siblings.
Fair enough.
Because I don't have any.
Yeah. I do have the two half siblings I always forget about.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even have siblings.
Yeah, we don't talk about them. No, I got a birthday message from my sister actually, which was really nice, out of the blue.
Oh.
So that was quite good. Yeah, she looks a lot like me actually. It's quite scary. Anyway.
Got the daddy's genes.
Yeah. The seed is strong. The green grass, which was the Boise Only Fools sequel.
Yeah, we may, depending on how much you like Only Fools, we may get on to Green Grass or not. It's not as good as
No,
to be fair. It's still funny.
Yeah,
fair enough.
Crypto the Superdog, as the theme tune goes.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's cartoon, that's the Superdog. Mock the Week. Excuse me.
Oh yeah.
Dragons Den.
Again, another one. Just
Yeah.
And that's another one as well that there's an amazing parody that's better than most things on the show, which Harry and Paul did. I like you because I'm not a racist. Anyway, and then where was I? Spring Watch, because well, I mean, who doesn't love cameras inside bird boxes and seeing all little baby blue tits? Lots of tits today.
Me wasn't really my sort of show. Found it boring.
Shut up, you prick.
Would rather be watching cartoons. I would in terms of like the other three have been shows that just weren't for me. That was kind of just a show that just didn't catch my radar. It's like there's always something more interesting on for me.
Yes, such as MasterChef.
No, again, something I never watched.
No, and then the last honourable before we get onto the main list is Doctor Who Confidential.
That's a good one.
When did you know you were being wound up, eh? Right, number 5. We Can Be Heroes, Finding the Australian of the Year. This was a comedy like spoof mockumentary by a guy called Chris Lilly who played most of the characters.
Okay.
So there was like this, couple of bogans living out in the middle of the outback, and there was this I've lost my words, like this girl going to a posh school for like all the richest people in Sydney, and that actually she had a spin-off series as well afterwards, and it was just very, very funny. Very, very funny. Amazingly kind of like researched and acted as well. Like it was spot on in terms of its piss takes. Very good, very good, very good. Number 4, The Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson.
Never watched that one either.
So it's a talk show over in America.
Yeah, I know who he is. He's friends with Capaldi, isn't he?
Yeah, they were in the band together.
Okay.
I think that's the only thing I've seen of that show is his interview with Capaldi.
Yeah, but he's what it was. It was kind of like anarchic. So there'd always be like some weird skit at the start. He'd come on and be kind of like, all kind of manic and hectic. He'd get the guest on to do the interview, and the first thing he'd do would be tear up his cards and throw them over his shoulder. It was that kind of. There was loads of like in jokes and running gags and things like that. I used to watch them all on YouTube because a kind American used to upload them all. But I looked up this because there was a bit of a hoo-ha with when
Doctor Who-ha? No.
Doctor Who-ha. Was it Letterman who used to be on The Late Show? I think it was Letterman. So basically, Letterman, I apologize if it ain't Letterman, but I think it was Letterman, had hired Craig Ferguson to do The Late Late Show as like his successor. And it was written into Craig Ferguson's contract that when Letterman left, he would get The Late Show. Or was it Jay Leno? Maybe it was Jay Leno. Anyway. And if they didn't offer him The Late Show, he had like a $5 million release clause basically that had to be activated. So when Letterman or Leno left, they replaced him with someone else. Was it Jimmy Fallon maybe? And so Craig Ferguson said, "I'll take my millions and you fuck you then," basically. But yeah, and then they replaced Craig Ferguson with James Corden, and the show was never as good.
Yeah, James Corden is an asshole.
Yes. Very good actor, but I don't like him as a person.
Yeah, good actor, but apparently he's like, I've heard of so many horror stories. Apparently he's an actually horrible person in real life.
Apparently Matthew Horn ain't that nice either.
Oh.
Really?
It's a shame. Anyway, but I also found when I was reading about the Late Late Show, he did an interview with, unbelievably, Archbishop Desmond Tutu, which... and he was there at the start. I went and watched it because I'd never seen this, and he was there at the start of the show. Like, I know, I can't believe it either. I don't know. I think he thought we were someone else. But the interview's amazing, so I'd recommend anyone go and watch that, because I obviously knew Archbishop Desmond Tutu was like meant to be a cool guy, but I'd never really knew anything about him or seen any of his speeches or what have you. And just like the way he talks about everyone being friends, basically, is really, really cool because he was all to do with apartheid and Nelson Mandela and everything. And so yeah, recommended.
Okay. Nice.
Number 3, Extras, the Ricky Gervais one.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Oh, Extras. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
I haven't
I'm
actually.
not zoned out there.
Number 2 is The Thick of It.
Okay. Yeah.
I never watched that.
Okay, it's something I've only watched a little bit of.
Yeah.
But I know it is decent. Because
It's very, 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 very good. And it was one of those things where there are certain things, like in British politics, I can't remember if it was from the thick of it or if it actually happened. That's how spot on it was as a satire. It was very good. And then Doctor Who, 2005.
I was going to say, I'm on the edge of
Yeah.
number
No,
one big.
I was confused because I was talking about the thick of it reminded me of something else that Armando Iannucci did, and I couldn't see it on my list, but I've just found it, and it won. And the thick of it would have won if Doctor Who hadn't been coming out that year.
Oh, fair enough.
There we
Fair
are.
play.
I don't think we need to explain Doctor Who, do we?
No.
Shit.
Yeah.
No.
Is it?
It's basically been our lives for like the past
Yeah.
20 odd years. How long's the new series
Yeah.
been going?
17.
17.
Well,
17.
on and
Almost
off.
20. Yeah. Yeah, but you can pretty much say that we all kind of got into it with the new series. And we didn't really ever get out of it.
No. I mean, I was a Doctor Who fan already. I was excited that it was coming back in 2005 because
You see, I wouldn't say
I'd
I
be
was a
Dalek
fan.
toys.
I'd say I knew of it. I'd seen it. I'd watched the odd episode or two on UK TV Gold, but it wasn't something that was within my radar.
Yeah, I couldn't have
And
told
then-
you who the doctors were, but yeah, I was.
But I do remember that, like, first seeing that trailer where Eccleston's running down the corridor with the fire
Yeah,
behind him, and watching that, I was like, "Oh, that looks really good. I kind of want to watch that." And then after that first episode, I was pretty much hooked.
it's a great first episode as well.
It's yeah,
It really explained everything, got you up to speed,
yeah.
but left enough mystery to keep you watching.
Yeah.
Incidentally, no pun intended, the music on that trailer when he's running down the corridor, the underpass, he's gone in the bear pit, was the original theme tune that Murray Gold wrote, but they found that it was too understated. It didn't match the hectic, like everything flashing at you opening. So he like jazzed it up for the release. Prior to that, they used Mark Ayres's remastered Delia Derbyshire original version.
Oh,
And the first episode was apparently leaked before it came out, and that version of the theme was on it then.
Okay.
I could talk to you for hours about the Doctor Who theme tune, honestly. Genuinely one of my favourite pieces of music ever.
it's definitely like, even if it's not like favorite piece of music, it's one of those pieces of music that's just sort of so ingrained
Yeah.
within just us, or me at least.
Oh yeah, me too.
It's like I can't help but get excited. I don't know what it is. I'm not like a music expert, and I can't pick out bits of music that I particularly like, but I just like it.
I remember talking to
of the show. Sorry.
No, sorry. I remember talking to my nan about the first, because she was old enough to remember the first episode coming out.
Oh,
What was she? 15, I think. Giving my nan's age away there. And she was saying like, that theme tune was so odd. There'd been nothing like that before. She remembered being like creeped out
right.
before the show had even started, and then you had this mysterious creepy man sort of thing. Yeah, she remembers it just being really scary and creepy from the very start, basically, just through the not because of the monsters, which is what most people would think, but because of the theme tune and the mystery of who the hell this person was, sort of thing.
Mm.
And I think I mentioned on here before, Delia Derbyshire never got any credit for the theme tune because the Radiophonic Workshop wasn't seen as a real thing. They were just like hobbyists. So Ron Grainer got the composer credit, but he reportedly said, "Did I write that?" when he first heard it, and sent money to Delia Derbyshire throughout his life.
Oh,
Okay.
that's good.
No, fair play.
Good of him.
Yeah.
Shall I go?
You may go.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so my honorable mentions are How I Met Your Mother,
Okay.
which started in 2005. Mock the Week.
Okay.
Oh, that's what I like to you.
And Crypto the Super Dog.
Nice.
Those are my mentions. Now, so when I was a kid, I'd watched a lot of trash TV. It was that kind of reality trash TV that you see today, and you think, "Oh God, why don't I watch this?" And then you realize you watched it as a kid anyway.
Yeah.
So I watched My Super Sweet 16. Like the amount of bullshit on that show, it was laughable. I found it hilarious, and like just these spoiled people, these spoiled kids, just fucking hell, it humbles you.
Kate
You're
humbles
just like,
you.
Jesus Christ, what it is like, yeah. Number 4 is American Dad.
Nice. Good Morning
Number
USA.
3, I think you guys remember. It's Tricky TV.
I thought you were going to say Doctor Who.
Stephen Mulhern.
Stephen Mulhern, like the.
Yeah.
I don't remember it.
Does magic. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, I love that show. My number 2 is Doctor Who.
Oh dear. Kick him.
He's gone.
So, my list. Well, first.
You bastards.
Oh, great. Okay. This had better be a fucking good number one.
My number 1 is Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Okay, it actually was quite a good one, to be fair.
Thank you. I was like, it's gonna be a good one.
I've never seen it. I actually bought it on
I
DVD
only
recently
watched-
because I want to watch it.
Honestly, I only watched it last year. We watched it during the first year of quarantine. We binge watched it. Oh my god, it's fucking amazing. Like for the time that it was shown.
I agree with that. I agree that it's on Doctor Who standards.
You didn't meet Aang in a block of flats, and embarrass yourself.
No,
like you did
they
with
met.
Matt
You know,
Smith.
they met during an iceberg. So you know. No, I think the way Doctor Who's been going at the moment, that's why it.
I'm not judging it on what we're going at the moment. I'm judging it on it as its whole.
Okay, fine, all right.
Our
Listen,
job here today
It
is
is
to convince you of your
2005.
guilt.
Remembering we're judging for 2005, not for.
All right. Okay. Well, that's my pick.
Jodie Whittaker isn't within people's radar yet.
Yeah. Oh well. Well, you know.
No, we're not saying things, but
The jury has heard your defense. The jury has heard the case for the prosecution. Deliberate.
denied. Kick him.
No, then it goes. The podcast suddenly becomes 12 Angry Men, and we have to decide whether to send you to the chair.
Oh gosh. All right. Well, yeah. There we go. I've been controversial. I'm done.
Fair enough. No. Mine then. Unravel the scroll.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Avatar is. I mean, I've heard nothing but not just good things about it, but just absolute gushing, superlative
so
things about
good.
it, like across the
Yeah.
board.
The animation, the characters, just amazing.
It still hurts though. I've got to be honest.
Yeah.
How you could betray us like
Sorry.
this.
Well,
Hey,
at the top of my scroll, I've got something that I didn't watch, but I just loved whoever wrote the IMDb description for it.
Okay.
So it's called Spider Riders.
Ooh.
And
what?
yeah, it looks like one of those knockoff Cartoon Network type animes, which wasn't really an anime, but they tried to make it look like it.
Okay.
But basically, whoever wrote the IMDb description for it has written, a bunch of these guys that ride around on giant arachnids to try and stop that bad guys. The bad guys are really evil and ride scorpions, and the spiders talk.
That's like when you have a mad
okay.
dream when you try and describe it to someone.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of these guys that ride around on giant arachnids to try and stop the bad guys, right? The bad guys are really, really, really evil. They ride scorpions. And the spiders talked. That's all I remember. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. That just made... Because I was just scrolling down, it's like, Spider Riders. Did I remember that? No, I never watched that. What the fuck is that? Yeah. No?
I actually did.
You did watch it?
No.
What?
Hang on, I'll be right back. Right. So, a few months ago, I kept a dream diary just because I have mad dreams and I wanted a record of them.
Yeah.
And I read that it's kind of how you can train your mind to lucid dream, which I was quite interested in trying. But I stopped doing the dream diary because what was happening was it was kind of disturbing my waking, because I would wake and have a dream about writing about my dream. And it was just like I kept on just like waking up every 20 minutes or something just before I woke up. So I stopped doing it. But I had another one that I actually wrote down, and I would like to read it to you today.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Ozzy and I were talking to a priest. No, we're not getting married. I'd insist on a secular ceremony anyway. The priest is played by the guy who plays the priest in Gavin and Stacey, which is probably where I got the idea. I say something insensitive about him having no kids. He looks sad and leaves. There's a bang from outside. I expected this kind of melodramatic outcome and am not perturbed. However, Ozzy notices blood seeping underneath the door. It's happened right outside the room, so I can't pretend I know nothing about it. At this point, my two youngest cousins arrive with their mum and mine, two different people, and we have to distract them to stop them looking at the dead man with his brains blown out. We fail, however, and they repeatedly open the door as if it's some kind of game, giving a clear view of the carnage. They react by going, ugh, as if it's a poo or something. Inevitably, the police start asking questions, but it's easy to deal with as there's no record of the verbal conversation. There's no time for me and Ozzy to get our story straight, but I talk where he can overhear. Quote, I just made a comment about him not having kids and he left, not sure why, end quote. I provide a chat log of an earlier conversation from Discord to show how mundane the conversation was. Does Kristian get away with it? Tune in next time to find out. The dream ended without a resolution.
Oh my.
There we are.
God. Wow.
The little dream about where I said something insensitive to a priest and he blew his brains out with a shotgun.
Yeah. That's an interesting dream.
Very interesting.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So, looking into it, what does it mean? Do you want to manipulate a priest into killing himself?
I mean, who doesn't? I am an atheist and we have no conscience, obviously, as any religious person would tell you.
But yeah, no.
Sorry to distract.
No, just don't.
Right. Back to you. Back to the studio.
No, swear. So what have I just done?
We just got a slight delay on the satellite there.
Oh, what? Can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah.
Hello? Okay. What one had I done? Where? What was...
The spider boy.
Oh, I hadn't even started mine then. Okay. So, the honourable mentions.
Yes.
Toonatic.
Oh yeah.
Anyone vaguely remember? It was just like
That rings a bell.
I vaguely
it was
remember.
like a knockoff Saturday morning thing. I think
Oh,
it
okay.
was for ITV. They showed a few kids shows. I think they showed Pokemon for
Oh, yeah.
and that's where I'd watch a lot of Pokemon. Bones, which I don't know.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
watched an episode
That's
mainly because it's
That is Angel, isn't it?
yeah. Is it David Boreanaz?
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah. Basically, the dude who played Angel's main character.
David Borealis. At this time of year, at this time of day, in this part of the country, localized entirely within bones.
In your kitchen. Yes.
May I see it?
No. No.
Again, something I've only watched odd episodes of. How I Met Your
Simpsons.
Mother.
Oh.
I love it.
I've watched a decent amount of Simpsons. Again, another one I've only watched odd episodes of. Thick of It.
Hmm.
Sounds nice.
Now we're going to stuff that I do remember watching, but are still only honorables. The War at Home, Zombie Hotel, Pit and Cantrop. Excuse me. Only in America,
In America.
American Dragon, Jake Long.
Oh. I feel like I know that one.
Kid can turn into a dragon.
Oh, the guy who voices him voices the antagonist in Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh.
Oh, Dante Basco.
Oh, no, sorry. So the guy and the girl in it as well, who also voices the main girl, also voices. They both voice main characters in Avatar.
Okay. Well, I know Dante Basco. He was fucking Rufio.
Yeah, he's in Avatar.
Legend. Yeah. No. Okay. Fair.
I realised
watch?
where I know it from. Billiam did a video about it.
Oh, okay. What were you gonna say?
Sorry, I said I can't remember. Ozzy, did you say that you watched Avatar or no?
Yeah.
You did. Oh yeah, sorry.
Okay. Fair.
It says number one.
No.
Little did we know, all the time me and Ozzy have been saying, if the site's not People's Numbers number one, they're kicked off the podcast. Ozzy was talking about Avatar.
Yeah. No, that was me just sort of trying to red herring everyone.
Oh. It's like gaslighting.
Yeah. After American Dragon, we have Tricky TV.
Yep.
Nice.
Everybody Hates Chris.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I watched 3 episodes of it.
Then we have Time Warp Trio.
Oh.
I read that one.
Is on CBBC. A bunch of kids have a book that can take them through time.
Okay.
Very Doctor Who-y, but without any aliens.
Hmm.
Then we have Friday Night Project.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and that's my honourables. That is my... Now we have my top 15.
Damn.
Because 10 is for knobheads.
Oh.
At number 15, American Dad.
Remember.
Number 14, Crypto the Superdog.
Mm-hmm.
At number 13, Balls of Steel.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I think I only ever saw like one episode of that, but I enjoyed it.
At number 12, Ideal.
Do you?
Never heard that one.
I don't, but my mum used to once upon a...
She worked at a casino.
That was in her, yeah, in her youth.
Yeah.
What was that? 11. Number 11, The Green Grass.
Speaking of,
We've got more to come later.
I'm talking about the green bays on the casino tables.
It's not just to come later. It is literally my next one, because at number 10 we have Weeds.
The casino had a poorly maintained garden. This is getting harder to.
But yeah, number 9, Power Rangers SPD.
Social and personal development. That was the lesson at school where we learned about what balls were and how to not take drugs.
That was PHSE.
Yeah. I think it was PSME in primary school actually at my
For the
my
last
primary school.
2 years, they changed it to citizenship.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Anyway, that was SPD, which is actually Space Patrol Delta for the benefit of at number 8, Doctor Who, Confidential.
Nice.
I had the joke planned up if you hadn't of earlier. At number 7, Mock the Week.
7.
At number 6, 8 out of 10 Cats.
Oh yeah, do you know, I've never seen that, although I love 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown.
Okay.
I sort of obviously prefer Countdown more than...
Yeah.
It's my fucking old man's taste in TV.
At number 5, The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Sweet like a sofa.
Oh yeah, never seen that. Never watched it.
It is really funny. Oh, pardon me. At number 4, My Name is Earl.
Oh God, yeah, I forgot about that.
I love this show. At number 3, Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh.
Hey, top 3, not bad.
Which, when you hear my number 2, you'll understand why it didn't get to,
Okay.
considering it's me. At number 2, Ben 10.
Of course.
Benton.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which obviously number 1, Chuckle Brothers. I mean Doctor Who. But yeah.
Nice.
But yeah.
Awesome.
If we're going by our number 2, technically Alex's would be Doctor Who.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. It would be.
But I think we'd have to take his number 1 and then our number 2, wouldn't we? If we were still ranking them. We're not really. I know you
Yeah,
still
yeah,
don't.
yeah.
But
So there we are. Avatar. I call it Avatar because my nan once called the film Avatar, and so I call it Avatar.
I mean, the guy who made the film can't get the names fucking correct, so
no.
Yeah.
True.
name of the film correct.
I meant the blue people Avatar, not the Avatar.
Oh.
Avatar.
That annoys me though. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Avatar's really good. Oh, what, the cartoon? No, the film.
The film.
What, the bad film? Where with all the the one with the blue people. Oh.
But then thanks
Why
to
is it called Avatar?
thanks to
I've
a
not actually seen it, so I don't know why. But
thanks to a webcomic I once read, shout out to Hatshu. I call Avatar the blue people one Ferngully 3D.
oh,
So-
okay.
Whenever I say Avatar, I mean this Avatar.
Fair.
So you've got Avatar, Doctor Who, stroke brackets the thick of it, Ben 10. Stroke brackets Doctor Who. If we take the other second place. I'm assuming Rich would have picked Doctor Who as well. I'm making that decision for him.
Well, he's not here to say otherwise.
I've got let's do the time warp again stuck on my head now after I googled time warp trio. It's just a jump to left and step to right.
Put your hands on your hips and then you're down
I don't know the next line.
Guys, you insane, yeah.
I know it's a
yeah.
cosmic twist. Everyone knows that.
I did find this. It was from like an odd year ago, but this was quite fun.
An odd year.
Hang on. An odd
2003.
year. Yeah. It's a little mini Pokemon short, but done in the style of like old Looney Tunes
yeah.
stuff.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Poketoon.
It's one of the ones I've added to the playlist I show my nephew of Pokemon videos.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
It's hard to. There's a load of good Poketoons, but a lot of them are Japanese.
Mm.
So.
And we don't watch any of that foreign muck in this house, do we?
Well, no, I've watched them, but I know my nephew won't necessarily appreciate the.
He doesn't speak the lingo yet.
No, I don't see. Not completely. What was the one? There was like a really good one that sort of followed a girl meeting Nidoran.
Oh.
And because she befriended the Nidoran, the Nido King and Nido Queen parents came and started causing havoc on the town.
Oh.
And then sort of like her and the Nidoran managed to... They managed to stop it in the end, basically. And then they go off on their own journey. And after watching that, I was like, I wish I could just have a series of this.
Yeah.
I'm done with Ash. I
Yeah.
want a new protagonist.
They keep doing like little shorts like Twilight Wings and Generations and the other one they did, which I always get a lot of them mixed up. And everyone always raves over them, so they make another one in a couple of years, and like, will you not get the message? We love it. Make more. Just keep doing it. We don't like the other one.
Yeah.
Don't keep making new ones with new people to follow. Just give us someone else properly.
Yeah.
But I say what I always say. It's marketed at Japanese 10-year-olds, isn't it? So
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Well. I played a bit more of Brilliant Diamond earlier.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I've got to get Mystery Gift before Sunday, which is the last day I can get Oak's ticket.
Yeah.
But I need to beat the first gym first, and I'm in the tunnel on my way to the city with the gym in. But if I remember rightly, you have to like find him in the cave first, don't you, and then beat the gym.
Yep.
It's like
That's
a bit of a
not-
ball ache just to get a Mystery Gift.
I know, but I should just take it. Like, I could probably get that done within half hour, an hour. And that's
Yeah.
not rushing.
Yeah. And I'm hoping that I can trade if I can, have use of someone's Switch when we next meet up. I'm hoping that I can trade.
Before then, and hi.
Yeah, I'm
Sure.
hoping that we can trade between Brilliant Diamond and Sword,
Oh.
or
Okay.
Brilliant Diamond and Legends Arceus, which seems less likely.
I don't think you would be able to with Legends Arceus.
Simply because I've just caught an Abra,
Very-
and
Oh,
I'm
okay.
going to have to evolve it at some point.
Oh. Now you see, don't have that problem with Legends Arceus. They've got all the items for the trade evolutions.
Ah, see, that's brilliant.
They've literally made an item, the linking cord,
That's cool.
and it's just a link cable.
It's about time they got rid of that fucking thing anyway, to be honest, because no one ever, like, legitimately trades their Pokemon and goes, oh, it evolved! The only time you ever do it is to then trade it and then immediately trade it back.
Yeah.
It's all anyone ever does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway. But yeah, I do like an Abra. And a Kadabra and an Alakazam.
Nice.
Alakazam, I do.
Ah, you do you?
I do, Alakazam.
Oh, I mean, keeping on Pokemon, I've pretty much finished the pilot for the audiobook.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
You put
nice.
a little star in her eye.
So it's not 100% complete. I've got the last maybe 6-7 lines to add just to sort of wrap up the episode,
Here's a
And
little
then-
tip for you.
go through it and sort of format the script a bit.
So
just to
you
make
got
it
you got
easier to
6
read.
lines left. If you just make one of them the end, you've only got 5 lines left.
Ah, true. It's not just that. It's sort of like everything's ended now. We're in the wrap up scene. We're in like the last
Oh yeah.
2 minutes worth of script sort of thing.
And it's
But
not
even-
it's not a Monty Python's Flying Circus style one where you can just go, I don't know how to end this and end it.
I mean, I could in a way because I've got the fact that of all the characters, I break the fourth wall, and no one else. That trope where one person knows the fourth wall's there and no one else does, and there's a lot of what.
Incidentally, a very merry Easter to you all at home.
So I could have something like that, but it might feel a bit sort of basic. It's something
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
slightly bad's kind of just happened to Alex's character.
Oh,
it's-
we're all far more concerned with the frankly terrible thing that's happened to Lister.
Yes. No. I don't want to well, obviously, do you want to, I don't know about cutting and shit. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. No one cares. Basically, I'll probably try and write at least the first 2 episodes after this as well, before we start recording, and then we can record a chunk.
Yeah. You're gonna write it in the week preceding, like with South Park, to make sure it's all topical.
No, but I've got some piss-takey jokes about like Pokemon tropes and stuff. I've tried
Cool.
to sort of be semi-serious, but with a little bit of like, I don't know if it's as good as, but what I'd like to call akin to maybe abridged style humor.
Yeah.
But there is a big focus on. It's a comedy. It is definitely a comedy.
Nice.
But yeah, the pilot itself is 41 pages.
Oh wow.
I know. That's why I've turned it from an episode 1 into a pilot episode.
I did
Fair
hear
enough.
once what, like, when you write, say, a 30-minute sitcom, how many pages long it should be. I can't remember what the number was.
Yeah.
Do either of you
And I don't
know? Media types?
Well, this is a bit different as well because it doesn't necessarily have paragraphs explaining what people are doing. This is all
Okay.
90% dialogue and sound effect.
Of course, because, yeah, we don't have
It's
stage
a-
directions, do we? Because it's audio.
So it would for example, scene 1 is typing on a phone screen and TV distant in background. Sounds equating to a funny video. Alex giggles. Alex has a line of dialogue. Typing on phone screen. All noise distorts. Another line of dialogue.
For typing on phone screen, it should just be silent, and then you turn to the
Oh.
camera and say, I turn keypad sounds off because I find them annoying.
Okay. Well, no, the idea was that you'd hear the of the keypad sounds.
I gotcha.
But yeah, and then like I've got Pokemon cries in there.
Oh, what did you do to
So
make it cry?
You know, punch it. It'd be sort of like, yeah, I bet he's still in bed. Mimic, you cry. 6 a.m. isn't early. It's prime adventure time. But no, I don't know what I don't see. I don't know whether to use Pokemon anime cries or Pokemon game cries.
Hmm.
Game cries would be more nostalgic, but not as many people would necessarily know what Pokemon is what,
Yeah.
because you have to be a real geek to recognize certain cries. I only recognize cries of Pokemon I know,
Yeah.
or like I fit my favorite Pokemon sort of thing. So it might be easier to have the anime ones where half of them say their names.
Yeah.
Although Mimikyu is quite easy because I haven't watched any episodes of the anime properly with it, but I looked up clips to find out what its cry was, and it's basically just.
God.
So sorry,
Yeah.
you think you had someone in your throat then? You didn't tell us what the cry was?
The cry. Oh, sorry. The cry was.
Oh, it's happened again.
Yeah.
Is that a wire again, isn't it? It's cracking, I think. I don't think it was you.
Or would it be more of like a? It's. Yeah. Hang on. Let's. Oh. Pardon me.
Ugh.
Good news. Touch wood. My hiccups seem to have gone for the moment.
Hey.
I haven't hiccuped for a second.
Hiccup.
For a nice second.
You haven't recuperated.
Hear it. You don't hear its cry in that clip.
35 pages is a pretty common length for single cam pilots. That's what I was Googling.
Okay.
Hour-long episode scripts can be anywhere from 45 to 63 pages. The majority of the time it would be 50 to 55. Okay. But I mean, that would be standard Courier New with the usual spacing and everything, so I don't know what yours looks like. Because that's how you can talk about scripts being a certain number of pages long rather than words, because they're always the same font, spacing, everything.
Sorry, guys. I do have to go now. I'm sorry for cutting this short.
Well,
Not bad.
tomorrow, Alex,
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. I'll probably at about 1-ish.
about that, yeah, 12-1-ish.
Yeah. I'll message you on the way.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome.
Cool.
Oh, this has been lovely.
Oh, do you know what I was going to say to you, Alex? Can you send me the
Yes,
quiz
man.
questions, please? Because I quite like quizzes, and I wanna I wanna do the quiz still.
Okay, well, how come you can't do it tomorrow?
Because I'm busy tomorrow.
It's not going to be till like 8:30 in the evening.
Yeah, I know, that's when I'm busy in the evening.
Damn. Okay, yeah, no, I'll send you the things that I got to finish it first, and I'll send it to you.
Thanks very much.
It's a PowerPoint, so
Okay.
yeah. All right.
Magic, thank you. So
All
I can
right,
still
cool. I'll see you
pretend
guys
I'm
soon.
involved. Okay.
Bye.
I will wrap up here soon. Bye.
No, that's fine. I was just gonna throw in that Mimikyu's re-listening back. I was close, but I'd say it's more a little bit like Krabby, but rather than it's more of like
Okay.
like it's saying Q, but
All right.
so that was quite easy for us to pull off.
Yeah.
And the pilot episode so far won't need any other voices from you or Alex. But be warned, other episodes probably will need other characters voiced by... We'll have to put on some voices.
That's fine. I'd like to think I'm a little bit better at that than I used to be.
Yeah, take a couple of accents you like.
I'm going to pick South Korean and Egyptian.
Yes. Yeah.
If we get comments like, "You fucker, that's North Korean."
Yeah, no. The only characters in the pilot so far are me, you, Alex, and Professor Pine, which I was the voice of him anyway. So
Okay.
because that's a relatively easy voice I can do without it actually sounding like me. Whereas a lot of other voices I put on, you can always kind of hear that hint of Aussie within it.
Oh.
Whereas Professor Pine, I can kind of... It's deep and growly enough that you can't really hear the hints of Aussie to it. Yeah.
Deep and growlith.
Deep and growlith. Or growl tyke. Actually, the third episode will focus on a rival trainer for Alex and their growl tyke, and the episode's title is named Baby Bark. Baby bark,
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I get it. It's good, but I just didn't get it.
No, fair enough. Yeah, and the pilot is titled "Just Dropping By" because Alex literally drops out of a big skyginer.
Oh, that's the best way to travel.
Yeah.
Sort of.
So we got two names for him. I start off calling it the Big Sky Butt Crack, and then you come in and say no, Skyginer's better. So cool. You'd understand a bit more when you get to eventually play Arceus because the Skyginer features within it.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, on that note, boop, that's the note. Oh, on that note, perfect. I'm just seeing.
I don't have a belt, so that's my equivalent. No, apologies.
Oh, I thought you said. Sorry, I thought you said belt. I was trying to figure out what the hell that had to do with anything. Bell. Yeah, right.
Just taking my belt off. Now we're gonna end the episode, as they all do.
Yeah.
Right. We have to end the audio. We can't have any of this being... None of the evidence can be on file.
Oh.
See you next time, boys and girls.
No, Daddy.
Ow.
Jesus. Anyway, yeah. It'll end there somewhere.
God, maybe our worst ending ever.